Has your screen ever looked like this? You've got a whole bunch of plugins, and rather than having to, X one out and then X the other one out, I have a solution for you. We can exit out of all these plugins by simply holding Shift and then clicking one of the plugins like this. Another great workflow tip is, rather than having to exit out of all the plugins, if you just hit the key command V, it shows and hides all plugins. So that's something that you definitely want to have in your tool belt. Let's talk about Link. Link is a feature that not a lot of people know about. I think it'd be good to cover. The normal behavior when mixing a song looks something like this. You're listening to the track, you make an adjustment, you X out of a plugin, you go to another plugin, again, make your adjustment. Let's utilize Link to be more efficient. If I click a plugin and I right click this icon right here, I want you to choose single. And now what happens is every time I click another plugin, it is replaced like so. We're talking about being able to make quick adjustments with minimal interruption. Really cool workflow tip. Highly recommend it. Link. Let's go back to the tracks area. Wouldn't it be great if Logic had a feature that when you were playing back a melody, a rhythm on your MIDI keyboard, that Logic could automatically record your content? There is something called capture recording. Key command is Shift R. And what this feature basically implicates is when you're playing back an idea, you don't necessarily have to record it in order to capture it. Let me show you. At the moment, I'm not going to record. All I'm going to do is hit the play button, okay? So I did not actually record this content, but because of this capture recording feature, I can bring it up like so. Take a listen. Never lose a good performance again using capture recording. Shift R. And now for my last trick, we're going to talk about limit dragging to one direction. The way I have it set up right now is perfect for my workflow. When I lift this region up, it's going to go exactly where I tell it to go, whether I'm moving it vertically or I'm moving it horizontally. When you go to your preferences, Command, comma, or Logic Preferences, in the General icon in the Editing tab, you've got a couple of options down here pertaining to limit dragging to one direction. I have this enabled in the piano roll and the tracks area. Let me show you what it looks like without it. When I drag a track, it can basically go anywhere. There's no control. It's just this kind of wild movement. It goes diagonal. I've made many mistakes, and it wasn't until I learned that you could control the behavior of Logic that I started to become way more efficient. This also applies to the piano roll. As I said, let's just say I'm trying to move this note. It could just be a nightmare unless you have either snap on, right? Or you utilize this function, piano roll and score, and tracks limit dragging to one direction. I hope all this information helps you guys. At the end of the day, it really is about application. It really is about concentration and just pushing until you get to the next level. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.